everyone, welcome back to I think what is becoming a very disjointed collection of my most pressing thoughts and concerns as they relate to this entire generation. I understand that it's been a minute since we last spoke, but we're not going to explain ourselves. We're just gonna get right into it. So of course I'm looking forward to your thoughts, your opinions, just anything you might want to add to what we're going to talk about today. Of course, I didn't create this channel just to speak for the sake of speaking. I created this channel to speak for the sake of understanding what the rest of the world thinks about the most uncomfortable realities that Gen Z has to face. So I think we're just going to get right into it. Natural, to ponder what leverages or inhibitions we pull towards us solely by virtue of our physical appearance. Receiving greater sympathy from, the immediate public for whatever superficial reason is such a persuasive form of social currency. And this currency, secures our most precious and exploitable connections. This is the face of a 20-year-old who, at present moment hasn't had any plastic surgery. I am though wearing makeup, concealer, the whole 9 yards, so don't think that my complexion is naturally this even. It isn't. And as I progress further into my 20s, I expect fine lines, I expect my skin to loosen, and quite honestly at the moment I don't have any counteractive intentions to arrest what I feel to be a very natural process. The diagnostic features of modern beauty aren't unfamiliar to any of us. Hard contoured cheekbones, a narrow chin and nose bridge, and wide upturned eyes. Those are the features most distinct to me. And if we're being completely honest, it is quite a severe contrast to many non-Western standards set several decades in the past. What I think kind of disturbs me the most is not that I feel personally slighted as an African if you, for whatever reason, opt to shave down your nose in what some deem to be an erasure of the distinct African appearance. It's just not that deep, and quite honestly, I couldn't be bothered to care about what insecurities may or may not inform where you invest your money. It's just not my business. See, I am most disturbed by our collective sensitivity. It is a sensitivity to the excessively artificial that compromises the objective of looking more aesthetically pleasing in the first place. And half of us, quite honestly, don't know or care, what you got done. All we know is that something, somewhere in what we're looking at has been synthetically refined, and that doesn't always stimulate greater attraction towards the modified subject. What I'm saying is that our sensitivity, in I think more cases than is becoming comfortable, compromises the effort, the investment. That isn't to say that the person doesn't look aesthetically palatable, but that is to say that the suspicion, and in some cases the aversion that arises when people turn into copy and paste of each other, from facial proportionality to glassy skin to blinding straight white teeth, isn't because of any personal vendetta against your attempts to deaden the prick of your own physical insecurities. Not everything is that personal, I promise. The thing is, I think our minds are terribly cognizant of any derogation from the appearances it is used to interacting with. And that unfortunate reality is often what hurts people's feelings. But if that particular modification is your doing, it is your unfortunate cost to bear. I also truly believe that the more we expose ourselves to more appearances and complexions of attraction, within reasonable parameters of health, of course, the better off, less self-conscious, less self-involved, and insufferable everyone is. And quite honestly, that just means going outside and interacting with appearances and complexions outside of your Instagram, TikTok, explore page. Or maybe, hear me out, in the case of Kylie, realizing that your multi-billionaire, vanity-obsessed cult of a family isn't the most helpful or accurate reflection, especially physically, of mainstream society. I'm gonna have to ask you to forgive the barb, you guys, in my tone. I don't have anything personal against Kylie Jenner, but although this clear reflection of a naive, self-concerned temperament isn't a crime, it is deeply saddening. Maybe if we try to interact with humanity in the way it was intended, we'd become a lot more appreciative of the beauties we overpass. Not, put off by what is normal within our immediate purview, what is natural in the people right in front of us. And more importantly, relevant to a lot of people in my generation maybe watching this video, we won't be running our pockets dry at pains to excessively revise, pick at, and artificially improve what we see in the mirror. I think I'm so upset and just so pressed and irritable about this, because I just feel like it is so unfortunate that we have become so good at creating depressed, self-conscious narcissists of each other. villains of each other, villains of ourselves, and put off by everything that diverges from the artificial standards we sell ourselves to every day. Even honestly, put off by what we expect of ourselves. Thanks for clicking on this video. Thanks for joining me today. Although this was a bit of a shorter one, as per usual, I'm so happy that you could make it here. So I will see you next time. You take care of yourself. I will see you next time. Hopefully, it won't be 2 weeks until the next upload. So yeah, take care and goodbye.